Coach, welcome. We're preparing for a very long journey to the voter against Heart of Lions, a side that is coached by an experienced man and a side that's one of the toughest in the league. How are you guys shaping yourself up for this one?
Yeah, as you said, it's going to be a long journey traveling from here to Pandu. We are likely to spend about 8 hours on the road. And if you look at the physical nature of the game we just played, energy sapping, but then we have to travel. So we've managed our recovery training very well, and we are hoping that we get there early and then have some rest before the game. So we are ready, and we want to keep the momentum, the tempo going. So we are very ready.
Coach, you've had some brilliant performance. The Baba era has been fortress since we moved back, and unfortunately, our away trips hasn't been that much of. How do you translate the home performance in away game? Because looking at the matches we've won this season away, the numbers are low. How do you plan to translate that and then keep the numbers up in terms of away victories?
I think in terms of playing away in the Ghana Premier League, it's all about you being aggressive on the field, keeping to a very good defensive structure. I think in some of the games, even away, the odds were in favor of us. I remember when we went to certain venues to play, we scored first, but then we somewhere along the line lost our focus on the field in terms of our defensive organization, and then that led to us either losing or drawing. But then we've looked at some of these things, and then we've trained on them. We've shown them videos, and the second round is said that the dynamics of playing away is always different because teams are trying to get points to win the league or to stay in a respectable position or move out of relegation. So we've told the players all these things, and they've come to understand. So I'm sure this trip, their body language will be different compared to the previous away matches we have played.
Coach, how different is it coming up against serial winners, as in coaches who have seen it all in the league, and against a side that is also in the hunt for the league title? How is the dynamics like in these matches?
Yeah, it's always a challenging task because if you look at their coach, Bash, he's seen it all. Ashgood, Mediama, Asante Kotoko, other teams that he's coached. He's seen it all. Very competent coach. He knows his job. He has some good experienced players in his team who also understand him. So when you are playing against a coach who has seen it all and who also has players who understand the game, who can read and analyze the game, who are very competent, it makes it a little bit of a challenge. But then that is how the game is supposed to be. So we've identified all these factors, and we are ready for them on Sunday.
Coach, in all the games you've played away, your team lose to a fly in the opening 20, 30 minutes of the game, creating all the decent chances, but then again, lacking the bite up front. Would you say that is an individual awareness issue, or it's a collective setup lapse?
I think most of them dwell on individual awareness, composure in front of goal, having that knack to unlock the defense in terms of 1v1 situation or 2v1 situation, or even when they have a clear sight at goal to take a shot at goal. As you said, we always get the chances very early in the game, and if we are able to convert two of these chances, it will make us relax on the road, on the field, and then we'll be able to play. But then if you don't convert your chances and you come in the second half, normally the home team garners some energy that they believe they can win. They are playing at home. And when it happens that way, it puts some pressure on the players. It brings some tension onto the players. And if it is not well managed, then they begin to commit certain errors, technical and tactical errors, especially basic ones that they are not supposed to commit. And sometimes I understand them because when you are tense, your reflex action is affected negatively. So you are unable to take certain decisions correctly. So we need to maximize our chances that come our way early in the game. And once we are able to maximize our chances, we can manage and control the game, and it will be to our advantage.
Coach, last season in the reverse fixture, the same fixture at Bando, your team did well, but a lack of concentration at the latter end of the game meant that you lose the game by a goal to nil. This season, the credit that you've been given is how solid you've transformed or changed your defensive shape. In the last three games, you've conceded two away. How are you planning to shut the shop if you are to return with a positive result?
I think we need to stay very compact in defense. The angles of support, the distances of support should be tight, such that there wouldn't be those gaps in between for them to operate. So once we stay very compact and then we glide and shift very well based on where the ball is, I'm sure we'll be able to contain them. We win the ball and try to go on transition. So defensively, there's a lot of respect among the players. They communicate very well, they cooperate very well, and they coordinate very well. And I think that has been the main reason why we have a very solid defense at this stage of the league. The players, Ablo, Sifa, Samba, Patrick, Lord, and the rest, they have so much respect for each other. So when they communicate to each other on the field, they adhere to the instructions, and that is making us see what we are seeing. So if they are able to do same on Sunday, I'm sure we'll be good to go.
Coach, on the social media platforms, the discussion has been Ogum for double. Do you see this as a pressure or as a statement from people who have enormous confidence and believe in you that you are more than capable of achieving that feat?
Yeah, when I hear this, it gives me a lot of hope. It gives me a lot of confidence because it's a clear indication that people believe in what I'm doing. They believe in my competence. They believe in what I can do. But then, as I always say, we need to take it game by game. Before you see the end, you must see it from now. So we have 11 more games to go, and we need to take it game by game. I think from here we have 4 more games to play home, and then I think 6 more games to play on the road. So we need to take each of them game by game, and then once we are able to do that, I'm sure we'll be able to achieve our target.
Coach, we wish you a safe trip to Pando and the very best for the weekend.
Thank you, and welcome, Steve.
Follow our social media platforms for more.